Back to Booker. Shannon over pursued. Beautiful two-man game, but unable to convert there is Bolis. Back to Moretti. He goes in. Kick out. Damask. Corner. Too strong again. Fight for the rebound. Pulled out by Hainsbury. Back to Damask. And there you saw it. Hainsbury with the rebounding prowess for Illinois. Shannon back in. Kick out. Extra pass deflected. And that will stop that three from Moretti. 7 on the shot clock. They go back to him. Go back out to Shannon. Doesn't rush his shot. And he cashes it in.
We're getting that feeling where Illinois is looking to make that extra pass, right? Sometimes that can hurt, but in this situation, they're able to develop the play long enough where TSJ is essentially wide open in the corner, takes his time, knocks it down.
And a clear indication, too, that they want to get the three-point game going. They've now expanded the lead to 6, and they're eating up time in these Eastern Illinois possessions, forcing a lot of late shot clocks as Bolis off the glass can't convert, and Shannon pushes it now. Looking to drive, now back out. Guerrier looks to go in for Hansberry. He looks to find a man on the outside and does. Moretti thought about it, and it appears he stepped out of bounds.
In for the Panthers, number 17, Lazar Grubovich.
Nicolo, the Bologna native, whose brother Davide played with Terrence Shannon Jr. at Texas Tech for a few seasons. Certainly imagine that was a factor in seeing Davide's success and deciding where do I want to play. Oh, I got this great teammate who's now with this great program at Illinois. Jacoby on the outside, in and out. Both teams starting to struggle with those threes again. Only 1 for 4 now for Eastern and 2 for 15 from Illinois. You know, coming into the season with the mid-range game that Damask provides, Danger starting to get involved inside, Hansberry, the presence of more natural 3s and 4s for Illinois. We didn't think this was going to be a live by the 3, die by the 3 offense, but they still have 4 guys on the outside, 4 guys stationed along that 3-point line offensively, and it's contributed to those inconsistencies. Another air ball inside a minute, and it goes to Illinois. So no permanent paint presence. Won't be surprised if, that's Dane Danger's natural spot on the inside, so won't be surprised if he goes into that role more often as Dre Gibbs-Lawhorn back into the game for the last 55 seconds of the first half. And 2, you have to figure out how to diversify that offense because all this talk of inconsistency come March, a lot of that is because of the 3s, no matter what game you're in.
Greg Campy wants to see at least 6 threes in game out of him. Hawkins inside to Rogers, pump fake, layup for 2.
And that's beautiful right there. Rogers utilizing the baseline, finding a way to break it. Ohio State was able to break that hybrid zone in the game against Oakland just by some simple, good old-fashioned quick ball movement. There it was Rogers on the baseline.
Rocket Watts coming off a 19-minute performance against Ohio State, 0 for 5 from the field. So not very active in the scoring category against the Buckeyes. Trey Townsend working on Quincy Guerrier.
Illinois is doing a good job denying the off-ball movement around the ball handler.
Rocket Watts from the top of the key for 3. A little strong, it's going to go out of bounds.
And a good adjustment right there by Brad Underwood denying the off-ball movement. That was another way they got out in front against Ohio State. The off-ball movement, the hybrid trap, and getting inside on offense were the 3 ways that they were able to get out in front against the Buckeyes, and Illinois was able to take away one of those on that possession.
Ty Rogers, 6 points in 16 minutes against the Panthers on Monday night. Coleman Hawkins, top of the key. Damask inside to Rogers, was deflected away from Townsend. It's going to be Oakland ball.
And Oakland's doing a good job here, splitting up the guys on the outside from really the only big man presence so far. He's not even a big man in Ty Rogers. He's the only guy who's really been in the paint thus far for Illinois, so a good job splitting those 2 up from Oakland to start.
Townsend on the drive, covered by Hawkins, over to Belantman. This is where he hit the first shot. Dribbles out of bounds, it's going to be Illinois ball.
And Hawkins got the best of him right there. That time, he was able to back Hawkins off the first time. A very elusive shooter when he's in the mid-range, can go around guys there. Hawkins just stood like a tree and said, you move. So now 10 seconds left. And Illinois has Gibbs, Lawhorn, Hansberry, Goody, Shannon, and Damask on. So you have to imagine it's going to go to Shannon. There's going to be a lot of screens and curls to set him up here, right on cue. A pick there, but out to Hansberry. 8 seconds, they're looking to get it to Shannon, and they do. Goody sets up, Shannon with a deep 3 from the logo, and he delivers. That's some momentum going into halftime, fixing the three-point problem, and a 24-6 run. It took them a little bit of time, but they got into form. Off the screen, trying for a little two-man game, still fighting for it. Damask, that's the Larry Bird gene we talked about, and it gives Illinois the possession. Goody thought about it. Cross-court pass gives Lawhorn a three. No. And Hamlin pulling a little swim move there like he's a defensive back on Dane Danger.
I mean, just really impressed with EIU to get back on defense in transition.
That one's good from Kyle Shelton. So Illinois needs to find an answer offensively. Danger is now inside, but they're still keeping it on the outside. Now Danger sets a screen. Damask met right there. Goody fakes it, takes it, makes it.
Great swing all the way across the court there, finding the open shooter. Goody pumps, takes his time, able to bang it from the corner.
So now Illinois employing a trap here, looking to seize that momentum back from the Panthers. Shot clock down to 10, driving inside, elbow jumper is off. And now Goody moving the other way, thought about it. Now looking to reset, feeds it to Harmon. Damask inside to Danger, that's exactly where you want it. Danger's doubled, but he puts it up.
From Hillsdale College, as George alluded to. Shannon is open for three. He answers. He hits his first of the game. That's a big one.
That's huge for the Illini, too. Again, the only way they can seem to get the threes involved are by these long cross-court passes, these risky cross-court passes. Credit to the defense of Oakland, but Illinois just taking that risk and responding.
Shannon Jr., the first Illini player to be in double figures, or the second rather, next to Dane Danger.
Nobody in the paint for either team right now.
Lampman tries to answer. He cannot. It's picked up by Danger.
And Illinois starting to crowd the paint. Credit to Guerrier and Danger right there for establishing that rebound. And two, Greg Campy feared the transition play. He sent all his guys back.
Coleman Hawkins inside to Danger. Working on Chris Conway. Left hand, short. Picked up by Shannon. Inside to Guerrier. 2 points for Illinois.
That was a great tip right there by Guerrier. He knew he was outnumbered, so you have to throw it back to the outside. Shannon has the vision to recognize it, and you cash it back in the other way.
This place is getting loud. The Illini are up by 5 with 6 minutes to play. Ty Rogers covering Blake Lampman.
Watch the three from Golke here.
Yep, it's a set, but Shannon stays right with him. Great defense by Terrence Shannon Jr. Lampman's working on Ty Rogers. He's going to try it, decides to pull back. Conway thought about it. Lampman covered heavily by Ty Rogers. Great defense, shot clock violation, and this place is rocking.
And Illinois was all over Oakland right there on that series. It started with Shannon defending, and then you go in, you force Chris Conway to the outside. Great defense right there by Guerrier and Danger to force the big man out, and from there, Oakland's out of sorts, and it showed with that last-minute heat. They're looking to go back inside, Hamlin on Hawkins. Can he exploit that? Hook shot this time with the left. Pure.
I mean, Hamlin, first time down, shimmies, goes to the right. Next time down comes with the left. Seems just unstoppable right now.
Hawkins going inside, thought about putting it up. Kicks it back out to Shannon. Great defense right there from Jermaine Hamlin. Shannon's three is off. You could see Marcus Damask calling for the ball inside there. He's pushing the pace, and he's trying to get inside here. Certainly making all the right moves for Illinois as Booker going in. Doesn't get the roll. Hamlin the rebound over Hawkins. Second chance doesn't go. Still being fought for, and a loose ball foul. Will it stay or will it go back? As Hawkins missed the free throw. Beautiful curl from Shelton. Fake, stripped nonetheless by Shannon. He's moving quickly, looking to push the pace. Goes up, unable to handle it. Gibbs Lawhorn right there.
I mean, just great athletic prowess. You know, TSJ gets beat. He's able to work defensively to get the ball, and then Lawhorn elevating to finish.
Eastern Illinois a bit out of sorts here as Tiger Booker resets. Shot clock has gone halfway down, driving in on Hawkins, senses the mismatch, but too strong. Now Goody pushing the pace. Gibbs Lawhorn going in, a 1-on-3, and he converts nonetheless. Spark plug off the bench. Gibbs Lawhorn and Danger have both been for Illinois, and they have tied up this game with 7.5 left in the first. Now if you're Eastern Illinois, how do you respond? You've leaned heavily on the guards going in. Teardrop doesn't go. Bolis gets it back. Fight for it. Still alive. Too strong again. Now does Illinois push the pace? Yes, they do. Who else? Gibbs Lawhorn. Timeout, Eastern Illinois. 8-0 run for the Illini, led by Dre Gibbs Lawhorn, pushing the pace, facilitating in transition, and the Illini are starting to feel right at home.